This is Nablus, Palestine. An ancient city in the mountains north of Jerusalem, Nablus is home to 126,000 people. It has been twinned with Dundee since 1980.
I welcome you here in Nablus from Dundee, our twin city, which we are very proud to be like that with Dundee. It was the first city twinned with Nablus. So it's history for us.
Hello.
Hello, Dundee.
We believe that God created us all, men and women, and different tribes and different nations. There is an Arabic word, ta'arafu. The word ta'arafu means to know each other, to exchange information about each other, to learn from each other. The Arabic word means a lot of things. So God created us to know each other.
بحب احكي لهم يا ريت تزوروا فلسطين واحنا اكيد رح نرحب فيكم ويا ريت نشوفكم ونتعرف عليكم.
My name is Shadin Ghanam. I'm a graduate student from Birzeit University. Currently, I am working as English program coordinator in Project Hope.
أنا مؤمن.
وأنا الثاني بشار.
عندي محل خضرة وفواكه. كنت أشتغل بإسرائيل.
My name is Namarek. I'm a teacher in Purin Secondary School for Girls.
My name is Tamer Fahed from Nablus City. I'm working in Project Hope since 2006.
My name is Shamsuddin Abu Ghazala. I am head of administrative unit in the Nablus Fire Department, of course in Nablus, Palestine. You know, to be a firefighter here in Nablus is a good profession, a good job. It's give you a chance to help people, to give them the assistance. All the firefighters around the world, they are considered as one family. They have one enemy. They already fight the fire. But here in Nablus and Palestine, we have a special and exceptional situation here because, you know, we are under the Israeli occupation. We are a peaceful people. We don't need a war. We don't need any problems with others or our other neighbors. But that's what we faced.
بسألهم يعني إنه هم يعني بيلعبوا بس إحنا هيك مدينة محتلة وهيك ما فيها لعبوا هذا
كثير إشي كثير يعني سكر علينا كثير مثل غير إسرائيل غير يعني الدول اللي برا كل إشي تسكر علينا.
In 2009, 8 firefighters from Nablus Fire Department went to Scotland and take a course about 1 month in the Scottish Fire Service College. Also the FBU, the Scottish FBU, they brought for us a fire engine and also fire kits. It's protection clothes, helmets and boots. And also we hope to other firefighters and other friends from Dundee and from Scottish people to come here to visit us in Nablus. That's, you know, that's make the full vision for the Scottish people to see exactly the situation here in Palestine and especially in Nablus.
When you live in the old city, you feel something special because you live in the heart of Nablus. When you go in the streets of the old city, you feel the heritage, you feel the Palestinian heritage, you feel that really you are very, very deeply Palestinian. During this time, I worked back as a programmer, which is my main job, and also I had my leg broken, and also I was arrested by the Israelis. So this is my this is my life after coming back from Scotland. Scotland and Palestine are twinned, not starting from the twinning in 1980s, but from a long time ago, because the Scottish were fighting for their freedom, and Palestinians are fighting for their freedom. or for our freedom. We know more about William Wallace, and we know about the brave heart. So it is a nice thing to learn from you. But we had another conflict. It's not a conflict with the Scottish. That Arthur Balfour, who was the Prime Minister of the UK, he promised an establishment of a Jewish country in Palestine, and that really happened in 1948 after his death finally. And Arthur Balfour, who does not know him, he's a Scottish who was born in Whittingham in East Lothian. So our life with our miserable life started, and with the occupation started with a promise from a Scottish person. But finally, I'm happy to find that people from Scotland, the homeland of Arthur Balfour, are not like him. They are supporting us, and they are going towards the twinning with Palestine, and they are looking towards our freedom. So that's a good thing, going generation by generation. So I think that coming generations will pass a better message. I think that it is a type of resistance to stay here. Because finally it's our land, and we should live, and we should know how to deal with these difficulties.
Being here is the only solution for us, as we have nothing much now to fight for. We have now, our existence is the only thing we can do here. We don't have much. We lost a lot of our lands for the last decades, and now we are living like day after day, just waiting till the hope or the answer comes to our situation. As Shakespeare said, to be or not to be, that is the question. To be is like to work in your problems and to face it instead of escape. So for me, I can go and travel and live my life in as a refugee in one of the countries, and I will have a permission to stay there as a political refugee. But it is not like that. If everybody started to think like this, nobody will stay here, And for me, I thought the only solution is to be here. We have refugees in Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, and we have refugees in Palestine as well. And as you noticed, maybe you visited some refugee camps in Nablus, how their life it is.
أنا اسمي محمود النمروطي، بصف السادس وساكن مخيم عسكر. 2 و3 أولاد.
محمد عشيبي، بصف السابع، عمري 13 سنة، ولدين وبنت.
انت من اي منطقه بنابلس؟
من عسكر كام.
هلا انتوا لاجئين من اي بلد اصلكم؟
يافا.
انا اسمي نبأ.
انا اسمي لؤى.
عمري 11 سنه.
عمري 14 سنة. My name is Maj. My name is عمري 10 سنوات. عمري 7 سنوات. عندي اختين و5 اخوات. عندي اخت واحد. وبحب أسبح وأدرس أسبح وأدرس وأحب الدبكة برضه.
هي التراث، يعني التراث كان يعملوه عنا وبنعمله بنحبه، هواية لكل واحد يعني.
But still there are many refugees also in Europe, like whom we met. For me, I met some people who lived in Dundee, who is originated from Palestine, and they were highly connected to their society and to their community, and I felt that they are really Palestinian in the way they think, in the way they behave, and in the way they work for Palestine, actually. So actually, olive tree is the most important tree for the Palestinian, and it is considered the main source for the income for people, because oil considered the most expensive products in Palestine. They can use the oil for different purposes. For example, they can use it for eating or for making products. For example, Nablus is famous with making soap. People in Palestine, they like farming, so you could say this is their main source to live and survive. Actually, the olive tree was mentioned in Quran in different places. There is a small ayah in Quran, it is Atini wa Zaytun, like God swears with this tree, like he was saying, this is a tree which is blessed.
And they depend economically on olive. You know, nowadays unemployment in Palestine is so high, it's more than 50%. And the people here, for them, is kind of, they depend economically on this season.
The settlements, it's between the Palestinian village. So sometimes, especially in the olive harvest, it's in this time, in October until November. It's, in the olive harvest is wealth for the Palestinian people and for Palestinian villagers. So the settlers know that. Sometimes they go there and steal the harvest from the Palestinian, or most of the times they start fires in the trees and in the fields. Some trees, some old trees, it's about 200 or 300 years old. They burn it, or sometimes they take it from the land and destroy it. Also, when we go there to fighting these fires, also we have big problems with the settlers, because they already have weapons. So they start to shoot on the firefighters, to shoot on the fire trucks. One time they also they destroyed our fire truck. They just destroyed because the firefighters, they ran away, because I think about 100 or 150 settlers, they came and attacked the firefighters. They ran away and they destroyed the fire truck.
We believe that plant a tree in Europe, you just plant a tree just to make them, good for the environment, to make a nicer city. But in Palestine here, because of this bad situation, we plant a tree that, of course, Nablus will be nicer and more green and good for the CO2, but we plant it for something else, to plant the hope. But when you plant the hope and irrigate it and put water and growing slowly, you put the hope in the children, because we live a very hard time. If our children grow up in a very hard time, very hardship, then their mind will be maybe closed. We have to open their mind. We have to plant the hope in those children.
ياسمين محمد.
قد عمرك؟
16 صف أول ثانوي. عند دار خالتي أزور أختي ومن المنتزهات والسوق.
على الكاميرا بالعكس.
17 سنة.
تفرج على الكاميرا.
توجيهي 3 بنات وبنتين.
أنا أجنبية مع ريال مدريد. اسبانيا.
اسبانيا؟
اسبانيا.
مين بمنتخبات اسبانيا؟
الريال.
شعب الفضل.
ريال. لا برشا ريال انا.
كريستيانو رونالدو.
من برشلونة.
تأيدوا برشلونة؟
أنا بتبع لهم مش الحمد لله. مش مهتم بس الريال يعني هيك خفيف.
برشا أفضل لأنه ريال برشا هم يعني فريقين أفضل فريقين برشا أفضل من ريال أكيد.
أنت شو بتحبوا تحكوا للأولاد اللي زيكم اللي عايشين في بلدهم باسكتلندا؟ شو
تعالوا عنا وتعلموا عربي.
والله إنها كده. She is amazing.
تفضل عنا زيارة يجوا.
إيش
بحب إنهم يجوا يزورونا وإحنا نزورهم بهالزمن.
كيف كانوا في منطقة دندي وكيف كانوا يلعبوا، كانوا مبسوطين ولا لا زي هيك. في عندهم زيت بيحتلوهم زي هيك.
نحب يجوا عنا يشوفوا شو بنعمل احنا بحياتنا وشو بنعمل، ونحب احنا برضه نروح عندهم.
انا بحب اطفال اسكتلندا بس بحب يعني يصيروا صحابي صحباتي ونلعب مع بعض ونروح على المراجيح على المنتزه الجنسية.
بحب أتعرف عليهم أكثر وبحب يزورونا كل يوم وأنا بحبهم كتير كتير.
I have the twins continue between Nablus and Dundee forever and they don't stop these twins because it's very important for the people who live in Nablus.
Thank you very much for everyone. We really love you and I really appreciate what they are doing to us. Especially, during my stay in Dundee, I met some people who work in the twinning, and they are already working with Nablus municipality when they send them some firefighters cars and stuff. And I really appreciate that. Actually, I really would like to thank them for all their help and for all their support for Palestine. Thank you very much again, and I hope in the future we could continue working together with more ideas, with more activities, with more projects. Thank you.
Dundee is a great city, and it was good for me because I went there through the twinning association, which I think is very important for Nablus and Dundee to connect the people and the youth and even the children here to connect them in many ways, maybe football teams, connect the schools, universities, and everything here with their people here are very enthusiastic to know about Dundee people and the Twinning Association. I like that if the people there in Dundee have the same enthusiastic to know about Nablus and Palestine in Palestine. I just want to assure that the Twinning Association is very important for even children or young people or old people in Palestine and Dundee, and let it develop more and more and more. Thank you.
Thank you.
طبني عالموت بلبيك شو بدك مني بعطيك تغنج يا حبيبي تغناش انا والله ميت فيك
طبني عالموت بلبيك شو بدك مني بعطيك تغنج يا حبيبي تغناش انا والله ميت فيك طبني عالموت بلبيك شو بدك مني بعطيك تغنج يا حبيبي تغناش انا والله ميت فيك يا حبيبي بالله تغناش انا والله ميت